Hello there. I wanted to walk you through how I set up my Facebook page when I'm doing an event in the hopes of showing you what kind of presentation you want on your Facebook profile to maximize your exposure, especially when it comes to an event launch. So here we are on my Facebook profile, and I do have this set to the pro setting. And if you wanted to do that, you would go to the three dots in the lower right corner and then simply say turn on professional mode. There's a lot of advantages to this. I'm not going to go over that right now, but if you are using your social media profiles uh, in attraction marketing, that's one of the things that you'll want to do to optimize your profile. So here at the top, you will see the event. And over here, you have a QR code. And the reason is this does not have a clickable spot on it. Now, some people like to do this where they have a button on this banner image that says, click here for more information. But when you click on it, here's what happens. It opens up this column over here on the right. So a lot of people miss this when they post something on their Facebook cover image. They don't realize that you can go up here and then you can add in information. So what I did was I put the date and time and where it's a virtual event live on Zoom. Goes into all the details. It has the website here, but this is not a link. But what I did do is I went down in the comments and I added the link here. Now this is one of the things that you can do in your regular Facebook posts to overcome Facebook's algorithm, who gives preferential treatment to posts that do not have links that go outside of Facebook. You can say, click the link in the comments below and then go into the comments and then post your link in the comments instead of in the body of text for the post itself. So that's one of the ways you can it's kind of a little hack to make sure that Facebook doesn't penalize you for having a link in your post. So there's that. And if they wanted to, so one thing here I wanted to show you really quick is see how this image actually shows a lot more when you actually click on it. If you were to say create your Facebook cover in Canva and you created a Facebook cover, like you could go and select the dimensions of the graphic you want to create, and Facebook cover is one of the selections, you'll see that it's a lot taller than you actually are allowed when you see the cover like this. So it cut off a lot of the top space there. So that's just something to keep in mind, is you want it to be versatile for different devices. So somebody with a Android versus somebody with an iPhone, they're going to see a different version of this cover, different dimensions for the cover graphic. Somebody on a tablet, somebody on a laptop, somebody on a desktop, they're all going to be slightly varying dimensions. But I wanted to make sure that you could see all of this text even when it's like a laptop version of this graphic. So you can, without clicking on this, you can just take out your phone and scan this QR code and go directly to the website from your phone. So there is that. Also here, in my little intro, there's a very short amount of space here. And I also have the link there. If I wanted to, I could take this, pop it into a new tab, and then highlight it, copy the URL, and I can go in and edit bio. And then I can turn that into a hyperlink instead of one you would have to type in manually because you can't click on it. So I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to go January 11th at 12 p.m. Pacific. Oh, that's already too many characters because you have a very limited number of characters here. So I'm going to go delete. Okay, so now we have 0 characters remaining. So that's like the perfect number of characters right there. I'm going to go save. Always put some sort of time zone on your events, because with being on Zoom, there's more time ambiguity than ever before. And it took me a long time to get over that myself, because you're always asking people, what do you mean? Like, is that Pacific time, Eastern time? What time are you talking about? So don't assume that everybody's in your same time zone. Always put the time zone on your event information. Okay, so now I can even say share now, because I changed that intro. It's allowing me to share that on my profile, which I will go ahead and do. because that's just another little boost saying, oh, hey, announcement, this person made changes to their profile. See what the changes are all about. And I might get a few more views if I do that. So now if you notice, this is clickable, whereas before it was not clickable. So now if somebody wanted to join my Power Manifestation, if they saw it up here and then they saw it again down here on the intro, they can just click on that and boom, go straight to the page. Okay, so you want to make it easy, 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 easy for somebody who is interested in going to your event. You want to make it a no-brainer. You don't want to have them searching around, typing things in manually. Just make it easy peasy. Make it a clickable link on your profile, because I want you to assume that somebody looking at your profile is interested in the thing that you're promoting, whether it's an event, whether it's a product, a service, whatever you want to have here. Make sure that that is super, super simple for them to take the next step forward if they're interested. Now, I think a lot of people have resistance against putting links on their profile because they're worried that they're looking salesy or spammy or scammy or sleazy or something like that. Well, it's all in your head, because if somebody's interested, boom, can instantly get to where they want to go, and they're already following that customer journey with you. The other people that aren't interested, they'll just glance over it. They'll just gloss over it. They'll ignore it. It's not in their face. It's just they're going to your profile because they want to check you out. So why not give them something to do? Some sort of call to action. Always have a call to action on your personal profile, on your social media platforms. Okay. So next, I have a series of posts that I did. So I'm going to just walk you through those. So I have exciting news. I think this was actually the announcement of when I changed my cover graphic. So this is another hack for your event launches. You can post something here and it will turn into a post. And the changing of your cover graphic is going to reach a bigger audience than a regular post. So what I did here was I did that, and then I pinned it to the top of my feed. Okay, you can unpin post. I'm going to keep that pinned because I want to make sure that anybody who lands on this is going to see that. Okay. Then I did a post that was more, this is what manifestation is, and go into talking about that subject in more detail. And then I have kind of a call to action at the end. If you want to manifest your dream life in 2024, take actions today to propel you to your goals. And then I have some hashtags down here that are relevant to that topic. And then I have the graphic, and I have the URL up here. It's not a clickable URL, but somebody can type that in if they wanted to. And there's the QR code again to make it easy peasy for them to go to that page. And then in the comments, I put the link again. Okay. Then I have people interacting with me here, saying, oh yeah, this is really interesting, yada, yada, putting hearts, stuff like that. If you want to go in and make sure that you respond in some way to everybody's post, whether you put more GIFs or graphics or your little avatar sticker or just a happy face or something like that, just to interact with the people that are commenting, and that'll keep boosting that post up and showing it to more people. So here I'm just posting random stuff that I liked because I don't want all of my posts to be about the event itself. And then I have some more things that are kind of planting seeds about the manifestation event. Do you believe you can manifest a sunset? What if I told you I manifested the scene? Kind of creates intrigue. Okay, we're not really like going into great detail here. And then I'm using more hashtags for that same topic. And then I had more pictures down here and kind of created a little bit of engagement here. I'm going to go in and like those people's comments. And then more just random stuff, a nice quote with a celebrity on it, sharing friends, Facebook Live where they're promoting their book. I posted this for my birthday. I wanted to have a fundraiser for cancer. And this is actually a video that I was working on for a client. And as you can see here, only I can see this. So if you go to the three dots in the upper right corner, you can edit the audience to public. Everybody sees it. Friends, only your friends will see it. Friends accept, you can actually block certain people. Okay. Specific friends, only show to some friends. You can actually create friend lists if you want to only have target certain people. Okay, only me. You can customize this. Close friends. You can do whatever audience here you want, and you can make each post have its own target audience. Okay, so I'm just posting this for myself because this is one of the ways I can download a high resolution graphic that I can use in my graphic materials. So So I posted this here specifically so I can right click and go save image as. So now I can save that uh, graphic, that photo of him, and use that in a graphic for a promotional thing or a YouTube thumbnail is what I was doing here specifically. Okay, so now I have another instance of how I manifested. Um, on this post, I talk about Forbes Riley, and I talk about how I drew a picture of her for a talent show, and then subsequently she became a keynote speaker for one of my summits. So that was pretty cool. I kind of felt like the drawing manifested her being in my summit. Okay. And then I had people going in and saying kudos, blah, blah, blah. And then I responded back to them with gifts. So this one went pretty well. There was a lot of people here interacting. And I kept saying, well, if you're interested, go ahead and click on my event. And then I have another friend that is also doing a manifestation event called Draw Your Vision. So he put his link in there as well. So that's okay. I'd love to promote him because he's awesome. And kind of interacting with people, kind of having a conversation. And I even got Forbes Riley herself to come in and say, oh, that's wonderful. Wow. And thank you. Forbes, you are my role model. And she gave a little avatar kiss. So, you know, putting little avatar stickers and stuff in here, making it more colorful, more exciting, more graphically appealing is all ways to boost your algorithm on your comments. And then here I had, I made the connection of Forbes Riley because I had gone to one of her masterminds she does weekly. And this one was really so unique because it was a naked party. Now, the people on here weren't necessarily naked, but they just looked naked on camera. So that was really fun. And I posted that and kind of gave a little bit of sizzle around Forbes Riley before posting this image of her. And then I did another one before that was kind of like just more generic. You know, ever find yourself staring up the stars, wondering if your dreams are just too far out of reach? Remember, every success starts with this decision to try. Yada, 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 dream big. And then I got some responses there. And this one was one of the ones that I I was posting to myself here. I was trying to grab this graphic from my Instagram. And if you've ever gone into Instagram, you'll notice that it's very hard to download an image from there for some reason. I don't know why they make it hard for you to, the author of the post to not be able to download their own graphic, but I just posted this on Facebook and then I converted it to only me seeing it because I just wanted this image. Okay. And then I have another story about how I painted this scene out of a Dream Homes magazine. And after I painted this, I ended up working for Dream Homes magazine for 18 years. And I felt like I used manifestation to kind of get into that world just by doing this painting. Okay, and then I have more people commenting and I'm responding back to them with little GIFs just to make it fun and interesting and engaging. So, and oh, so this was the actual time when I posted that as my cover graphic. Okay, and then I had Happy New Year here. Okay, so now I wanted to show you something really fun over here. First of all, you will see your photos, your most recent photos here. Okay, now when you're promoting an event, make sure that you do enough posts to fill up this entire 3x3 grid with your own graphics. And here's why. Many people in promoting their event will do one post on social media. And that post will maybe get 10, 15 views and that's it. So you want to promote your event, shout from the rooftops until you're blue in the face, because as much as you feel like you're overdoing it, people are barely noticing this, okay? I think this is huge among entrepreneurs specifically, where you say, well, I don't want to be all salesy and stuff like that. And you hear this whole, like, you know, 40-40-20 rule where only 20% of your stuff can be promotional. Well, I say when it comes to an event, that's hogwash. Promote the heck out of it. I mean, even Gary Vee says, the minute you think you're overdoing something, you're barely being seen. And then Grant Cardone said, always promote as if people have never seen things before. Because I think that people post one time and they think the whole world sees it. And then they're like, oh, well, I promoted it once and nobody signed up, so I guess I'm a failure and I'm not going to try that again. No, you need to double down. You just need to promote more. And you'll notice here that every single one of my promotions is a different image. Okay. They're not all like promotional, but this one's alluding to the event. This one is alluding to the event. This one is alluding to the event. See, a lot of these this is the only one that actually has the promotional material on the graphic itself. See, that's the only one. It has, like I said, the URL, the event, the time, the date, the QR code. That's all that graphic there. But all of these other graphics are simply engagement posts, but they're strategically placed and they're around the topic of the event itself, where I can go back to the people that engaged with those posts if they commented or liked or whatever, and I can go back to those people and now I can share that link to them. Everything is a funnel. Every single one of these posts is funneling people towards this event, channeling people, if you will. And that's why when you're posting, you want to have a strategy behind the things that you're posting. Because even if you're not promoting something, you're still kind of planting a seed. You're creating sizzle. You're trying to get people to think about a certain thing. I was trying to get people to think about the concept of manifestation. And I kept dropping all of these stories because I wanted to share the types of experiences that I personally had about how I was able to manifest things in my life, because I wanted to get their cogs turning about that whole manifestation concept. And then they can go, oh yeah, you know what? I had a similar thing happen to me. I guess I am able to manifest things in my life. It's kind of haphazard because I don't know what I'm doing. So then they want to think about that more, and then I'm kind of giving them the solution, which is come to my manifestation event where I'll show you how I did this. So these are all kind of leading into the same concept. So you filled the 3x3 matrix with different types of posts around the concept of your, around the topic of your event. And here's another cool thing I just want to show you really quick. This might not be the case with regular profiles, but once you turn on pro mode and you go down to the 3x3 matrix of the friends, I've noticed that the faces that show up here are always changing. And then I realized what this is actually showing me. This is showing me the most recent people that have looked at my profile or interacted with my posts. So if you want to see who's checking you out, just go to this little grid right here. And these top 9 people are the people that most recently looked at your stuff. Okay, so that's another little fun hack for you. One more thing that I could be doing to optimize this ever so slightly is if I wanted to add something here. In fact, I could do that right now. Let's see. I don't know if I have anything in my history. Oh, yes, I do actually. You know what? I'll put this one here. Maybe I'll put all of these. 1, 2, 3. Can I put 3 in a time? I don't know. Let's see if I can add all 3 of those. No, it only wants to do 1 at a time. Okay. Discard. I'm going to go add new, and then I'm just going to post the one about manifestation itself. Okay. So now that is in the collection. And so that is now another additional point where you can see more about this exact topic. So now look at how many places I'm promoting it. In all of these posts, in my featured, which only gives you, well, you're only the first 3 are visible here, but you can add as many as you want. In my little 140 character intro, all of these posts are talking about manifestation. My pinned post is talking about manifestation. My cover image is talking about the event. And then when you click on that, you actually have information about the event and the link in the comments. So see how many different places you can add information about the product, service, launch, no matter what it is, whether it's an event launch, a book launch, what have you. This is how many different places on your personal profile you can promote that thing so that people, when they come across your profile, they cannot miss it. Okay. I just wanted to clarify how many different ways you can promote something. Now, one thing I think I did not go over is another thing that you can do is you can go to more events, and then you can actually create your own event. Okay. So this is another way you can get people to see your event. And if you do this, you can invite up to 500 people. I have a different cover image there, but that's okay. So here you can invite, here's what you can do. You can invite up to 500 people, and it'll give you, if you just click on invite, it'll give you suggested, and you can just select all if you don't care who shows up. But if you want to be more selective, you can go into your groups and you can say more, and the groups that you most recently visited are going to be here in this list, because it's not going to show all of your groups, if you, especially if you're in a lot of them. It's only going to show maybe your top 10 or 20. Okay, so here's a really cool hack for you. Before you invite anybody, visit all of the groups that you're in that are connected to that topic. Just visit them. Just click on the link to go to that group, and then that's all you need to do. Okay, so now when you come back here, you're gonna those will be at the top of your list. So for instance, I'm gonna open up a new tab, go to Facebook, and now I'm gonna say groups, search groups, and I'm gonna literally put in manifestation. Okay, I'm just gonna put in the keyword here that goes along with the topic of the event. Okay, so now I'm gonna go click on groups, and then my groups, because I want to go to ones I've already joined, because you don't want to try to join groups while you're inviting people. You want to already be in these groups. So I'm going to open this, open this, open this, open a new tab, right click, open a new tab, right click, open a new tab. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Swap all of these in the same window. Thank you. Open a new tab, open a new tab, open a new tab. Keep doing this with all of these groups that are in line with your subject matter. And then I just click on each one. I have to wait until it loads just to make sure that it's in the history. Clicking on all of these different tabs and waiting for it to load. So now it shows, the Facebook will have a history of me going in and checking out this group. Okay. Okay, boom. That's all I needed to do. Just click on it. That's it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go cancel. I'm going to refresh this event page. So I'm on my event page now. And I'm going to go invite. And now when I go back down here, it shows, see if I can, there we go. It shows the groups that I just now visited. See how it changed? These are all those groups that I just now visited. So now I can go through and go select all. And this is not going to be everybody in that group. These is just going to be the groups that you are in where you have connections. So this is another reason why you want to go into these groups and start sending friend requests to the people in these groups, because that's how you start. Select all. So here, see how I'm going through each one of these group names and then just selecting. You could be more selective, obviously, if you wanted to, but I'm just going to go through very quickly and show you how quickly you can invite people. And if they're grayed out, that means they're already invited. Okay. Select all. Oh, already selected, and then already selected. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to send out those invites. And there we go. Invite sent. So I just sent this an invite to 275 people just through that, in the past minute or two that we've been doing this. Okay, so that's how quickly you can focus in on the people that you think would be interested only, not just random people, not just anybody on your friends list, but specifically certain groups of people. So there you go. So that's the last little tidbit I have. If I wanted to, I can go share to feed. Be sure to join me for the power of manifestation happening tomorrow, January 11th at 12 Pacific time. I like to give more than one time zone on my promotions. So I'm going to put 12 p.m. Pacific time. That's 1, 2, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. And then share. And since this is a different graphic, it might get a little bit more eyeballs because people are not going to look at it and dismiss it saying, oh, I already saw it before. Okay. So then we have that. And now we have people that have already actually responded. So this is another cool thing that you can do. So for people that, depending on how many people say that they're going and how many people say that they're interested, you can do this for just the going group, or you can do this for the going group and the interested group. For now, I'm just going to go through the few people that said that they're going to show you how you can do this. Okay, so now I'm going to go hover over this person and then click on message. And then you could say something like, I'm going to go over here, copy my URL. And then I can say, hello, Diane. Thank you for your oops, make sure not to misspell things. Interest in the power of manifestation. I'm going to call it a masterclass. Masterclass. You can. Oh, let's see. Something like you can join us here, or be sure to RSVP. I like RSVP over register or over sign up because RSVP sounds a little more classy. RSVP. What do you do when you're invited to a high class party? You have to RSVP, right? So be sure to RSVP here. Whoopsie, what did I just do? Here. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. There we go. Be sure to RSVP here. Add the link. Make sure it's a clickable hyperlink. It's not just the words. It's got the HTTPS:// Okay, so make sure that's actually clickable. And then thank you and have a great day. Because even if they find my message intrusive, at least I'm parting politely and trying to raise the vibration by saying, yes, have a great day. Thanks for being involved, right? Okay. Hello, Diane. Thank you for your interest in the Power of Manifestation Masterclass. Be sure to RSVP here. Clickable link. Thank you and have a great day. You can put like a little emoji down here if you want to. Let's see, what would be an appropriate one here? How about that one? Okay. I'm going to copy that. Okay. Now I'm going to send that off to Diane. And I'm going to go back over here to my going. Sorry. Oh, that's what happened. It went to the group instead of the event page. Okay, so go back up here to people who have responded, and I'm going to go to this person. I'm going to go message. I'm going to paste that in, but I want to make sure, and I change the name. Don't accidentally call Nikos Diane. Okay, make sure you always change the name. Hello, Nikos, and then that same message. Boom, send that off. And let's see. I could start going into the interested group and start sending these messages off, but I'm not going to waste your time going through all of these. I'm probably going to finish sending out these messages after I end this video, but I just wanted to show you a couple of examples of how to do that. Very easy. Once you have a message to send out, just copy and paste and make sure you have the right name on them each time. That's very essential. In fact, when you type out your initial message, you can say hello there, comma, and then the message, so that even if you forget to change the name, they're not going to get offended that you called Harry Sally and Sally Harry. Okay. So that's always follow up with the people that you invite to these events. If they respond and say that they're either going or interested or both, or however you want to structure that, you can reach out to those people and follow up and make sure that not only are they interested, but they're actually registering on the link. Because I've noticed through personal past experience that you might have 100 people on your Facebook event page saying, yes, I'm interested, or yes, I'm going, and then nobody shows up. So that's why you want to make sure you follow up with them. You make sure they realize that they're not just going to have access to the event unless they actually click on the link and register. That way you can collect their contact information and follow up with them, send them emails, send them notifications, send them reminders, send them a link to your event on the calendar so they can add it to their digital calendar. There's all sorts of stuff that happen once they sign up and get into your email list. Okay, so this is pretty much all of the stuff that I do when I'm doing an event launch when it comes to the Facebook side of things, there's still plenty of other things outside of Facebook that are involved when you're doing an event launch. But I just wanted to walk you through everything from A to Z, um, to help you see just how much is involved behind the scenes when you're trying to get people to show up to your event. So it's more than just a single post. Okay. If you only do a single post to spread the word about your event, nobody's going to show up. Okay. So all of these things are necessary. All right. Well, this was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this, and happy promoting. Have a great day.